All right, what's going on, everybody? Today I wanted to go ahead and check out the Jordan 4 SB Pine Green again. This is just kind of go over the shoe, on basically the release and everything like that, opinions on it, resale market, and everything like that. So I myself am not a personal reseller. I do everything just for collections, adding it to mine. Only time I ever flip anything is really for trades, or just to see if I like the shoe, and if I end up not, kind of just makes its way out the collection. So as you all know, I did secure my pair of the Jordan 4 SB Pine Green. I traded away a pair of Rookie of the Years in a size 10, which really it's not my size at all. Smallest I can go in Jordan 1s only really is a 10.5. The rest have to be true to size 11. And if I need to size up because it's still 11.5. So I picked these up from my guys over at Wang's Closet here in Tempe, Arizona. And the longer I've had this shoe in my possession, and looking at it, there's so many things to love about it, and things that I think you should add, a reason why you should add it into your collection. It's very basic shoe. I mean, you have the pops of color with the green. Green's my favorite color, and I will match this thing with anything. I don't really care. So popularity of the military blacks that came out, the want and the desire and the need to get military blues back, kind of all put together this sick release. I personally think P-Rod might have had some say in the colorway. As you know, he is of Mexican heritage. And here we have the white, the green, and the red. Could symbolize the flag. Who knows? It's just an opinion me and my buddy Jaime were talking about on maybe as to why they went with this colorway for the first release. So with this release, it was wild. You really only saw skate shops who were getting these. A couple tier ones, like for example, tier one out here in Arizona would be Manor, which is over in Phoenix, soon to be Gilbert. So they'll have 2 locations. And then tier zeros obviously got those as well. So like I believe Undefeated falls under a tier 0 account. And so if you don't have skate shops near you, you don't have those style stores near you, you're really falling subject to sneakers or other online raffles. And from what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing is that skate shops obviously were top priority, as they should be, as this is a skateboarding release. So location out here called Cowtown, they released them at 9 a.m. on the 17th. They said no campouts. People were still out, not overnight. I think some people got there as early as 6 a.m. The line was cooked from when I was passed by in my car. I was like, all right, I'm going to go see how it looks. I didn't want to sit and waste my time in the line. One, I had work. 2, I just figured I couldn't trade away the Rookie of the Year for this. They were around the same market value. So come to find out, Cowtown had plenty to go out. There was these guys that pulled into Common Hype while I was stopping in there for a different shoe. Basically, they got like 3 different size 8s. And 8 was one of the more popular sizes there. So if you guys watched that first Pine Green video that I posted, I had an 8.5 or 8, can't remember the size. I actually size swapped and got my size 11. So this is my size now. But they were like, yeah, man, like second to hit 9 o'clock, the line started moving pretty quick. Guys, people were able to get their pairs. Apparently it was just really good amount. Now, for everyone who doesn't have that luxury of being near skate shops, having the ability to get in-person raffles like that. Actually, I'm gonna keep this over here. You fall subject to sneakers, and I was watching Unbreakable Kicks, and he posted, just some of the stock numbers and, what sizes were looking like. And my buddy Jaime, he's a size 8, and what sneakers had on size 8 was just minimal. I think it was under 1,000 pairs, even in the 8.5. If you put both those size together, I think they were under 1,400 pairs that were loaded onto sneakers. So it was slim pickings, as it always is. If you think sneakers is the best way for you to hit a raffle and you're not going to put in your footwork elsewhere, I don't know what you're doing. For myself, the only time I don't put in footwork is if I kind of like the shoe, but don't want to really spend the money on it. Then I will just kind of use sneakers. And if I hit, awesome. It means I'm lucky. It was meant to be. That's how I kind of keep myself frugal with some things. If, oh, you know, I kind of like it, I just want to see how I feel about it, I don't really go for it. I could make a video on that too, where you're taking an L and you just want to win something, so you're entering. So getting back to the SB4s, no one hit. I don't know a single person personally who hit off sneakers. I didn't see a lot of raffle W's from these boutiques. I saw wins on skate shop pickups, and I think that's dope. These are getting into the right people's hands for the most part. I don't skate anymore. I haven't skated in probably 10, 15 years. I hopped on my cruiser board when I lived back in Chicago, and that's kind of my means of transportation in the nice weather months. But outside of that, like, I don't skate anymore. But this is also a basketball shoe, and I don't play basketball, and I know a lot of you guys don't either. So this is a shoe, if you want it, go get it. I have the LA to Chicago SBs, and I don't skate anymore, and I just think that's a beautiful shoe. But like I said, these are getting into the right people's hands for the most part, and I think it was just one of those things where you could think, oh, you know, it could be a GR, it could not. We've seen it with the Jordan 1 SBs in the past, like the Eric Costins were super limited, but then you have like the NY to pairs had much more stock. So it kind of just hit or miss with the SBs on what you're able to get into. But yeah, I know for me personally, I'm loving this colorway. It's not really a white on this upper. It's more like this cream sail almost. And then the laces are a true white, so it kind of offsets. It's probably washed out on the camera here. But I just am really happy I added this into my collection. 4s are not one of my favorite models. They really hurt my pinky toe area right around here. These are pinky toe no-no, but they do look good. And with sneakers, you sometimes have to sacrifice that comfort for some style. But let me know how you guys did on these. Did you hit? Are you gonna pay resale? Like I mentioned earlier, resale market right now on a size 11 is steady at 413, has been lowest ask, and most of the last sales have been anywhere between 400 and 420. I think the shoe will go up over time. It is the first Jordan SB, Jordan 4 SB, and it's also the first colorway of that. So this should hold a little bit higher of a value than the rumored preceding colorways. I think it'll be interesting what colorways they do release. I heard someone say, and it was a good call out, that every time Jordan Brand does like a pine green, it seems that a court purple follows, and he said he wouldn't like that. I personally don't really care for court purples. I think it's a good shoe, like for the Jordan 1s. But I agree, I think a court purple on here would be weird. It would look like a mock-up version of the A Ma Maniére 4s that were like rumored. It would look like a fake of that fake. So I'm with them on that. And like I said, resale, if you guys are paying it, don't get horny for the sneakers. Wait about 2 weeks, see where the market goes. I don't see it going above like $500, for example, in my size 11, maybe for a couple months. Right now, people are not spending a lot of money, and if they are, it's on collabs, or this does fall into like this little specialty collab, even though it's with Jordan and Nike and the SB brand portion of Nike. I don't see it hitting 5 just for a bit, but yeah, love this shoe. Like I said, let me know if you guys were able to hit. What are your plans with it? Are you skipping just completely? So if you guys like this video, go ahead and like it, comment, subscribe. Hopefully, I'm still trying to get used to this whole comfortable with this YouTube thing. But thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you have a good night.